A great first ever double against Spennymoor for Alfreton, and really a win born out of character and a win in the face of adversity in many ways. Was very impressive.
Yeah, I'm really pleased for the players because and our supporters, because we had the last couple of games we've had difficulties. We know we've had the injuries, and them injuries, like we talked about, have had an impact on us. But today it was all about character. We'd said that on Thursday. We talked about it before the game, and it was about showing what character we've got in the squad. And I've said this before about this group of players. They have got a lot of character around them. It won't be for the want of trying. The last two games we've lacked the verve and the energy that we usually have. But today it was all back again. It was there again, and that's character. Yeah. I thought we deserved to win the game. I thought it's not like it's a smash and grab or anything like that. We deserved to win the game. I thought it was really unlucky to be 1-0 down. I think in the first half, they knocked on the door and they put us under certain pressures. But I think that was their only shot on target. I think in the first half. I might be wrong, but I think that was the first. I think that was their first shot on target, and they scored a goal from it. Whereas again, we'd had numerous opportunities to go ahead. We found ourselves 1-0 down, but the goal came right at the right time. We're approaching half time, and we got a good set piece. Pleased with the set pieces today because again, I thought the set pieces haven't been fantastic the last couple of games. But the quality from Dale, he was on the money today. His quality from set pieces was really good today.
It caused them trouble on numerous occasions.
Yeah, because like you say, that it's not just people just think about how big you are as a team, but at the end of the day, the ball has to be delivered correctly in the right areas, and his quality into the box was fantastic today from the set pieces. But really pleased as obviously we won the game. Really pleased, and like I say, hopefully now we can start a little run off again and see where it takes us.
Yes, and at 1-0 down, of course, it did look a bit grim for us. And the missed penalty, it looked like it, and a few missed chances, as you already said before. It looked like it was all the signs it might be one of those days, but this team turned it round.
No, I mean, like I said, it was us doing the pushing. It was us doing the pushing. Like I say, we missed the penalty. We'd had a couple of real good chances. Keepers made some good saves, probably better quality finishing. I'd have got us the goal, but like I say, they kept going and they kept driving, and they showed a lot of character. And even when you're at a real key moment when they score the second goal, because there's 20 plus minutes to go, and it's a real precarious, because the game swung. Even though we're winning 3-2, the game's swung in their favour a little bit, and they've got the momentum. But I thought, we talked about it again on Thursday and today. We managed the game really well, for sure. The game management is massive in any league you're playing in, that, especially. But I thought we managed the game really, really well, and I thought there was some really good performances. I thought, players that have come in today. Players have come in today have really stepped up to the plate, and I'm really pleased with them. Really pleased.
Sure, it was a win at some cost in that we saw injuries. Of course, we saw Nathan Tyson have to go off very early on, and then Richie Sutton towards the end as well. Have you got any update on what's happening with Nathan?
Nathan doesn't look good, which is obviously disappointing. We brought him in on loan because obviously the injury to Yusuf, and that's not going to go away any quicker. That's not going to go away quickly, Yusuf. So we brought Nathan in to obviously give us that dimension what Yusuf gives us. But it looks as if it's not going to be. It's not going to be any time soon. We can't. We'll see. Go back to Chesterfield. We'll have a look at him. They'll have a look at him, and we'll just have to see. But it doesn't at this moment in time. It doesn't look good. Richie Sutton. He came off at the right time. You could feel he was having a problem. And what Richie's at the stage of his career like now, he doesn't push it, so it breaks him down totally. So hopefully Richie's won't be too bad. I think hopefully Richie will have a chance for Saturday.
That's great news.
Because like I say, he doesn't allow himself to break himself down. So
would you look to go into the either transfer or loan market
Yeah,
again,
but I mean, look,
if necessary?
it depends. It depends. It depends where we are. It depends. It depends what we can and can't do as a club.
Yeah, sure.
So, you know, but all I'll say is all the time, the lads keep bouncing back. We've bounced back quickly from the 2 defeats. That's what you need to do.
Sure.
We were bitterly disappointed, you know, Saturday and Tuesday, 2 games in a week. But today's performance was, like we said, full of courage, full of endeavour, and quality.
Yeah.
You know, this is it's quality at times. It's not like we just, you know, we maybe scored from 3 set pieces, but we had lots of other chances in open play.
Yeah. And Dale Southwell had not only his delivery, as you've said, he also caused a problem.
Dave was lively today.
Yeah.
Dave was lively today. He'd been a bit quiet the last 2 games, like a lot of players had been. They were off it the last couple of games. But Dale was really bright today and really positive. And that's what you've got to be when you're at the top end of the pitch. More than anything, you've got to be positive, and he was. And like I say again, it's not for the one to try. He's worked tremendously hard. Like, I mean, Robbie Evans came in today and was magnificent.
Yeah,
I thought Robbie Evans was our best player today.
Yeah.
And he's not played a lot of football.
No.
We didn't want to risk him against Guiseley. We could have thrown him in against Guiseley, but we was worried about him breaking down for a long period.
Yeah.
So we made sure it was right for today, and he's coming today, Robbie, and he's been magnificent. Yeah, he's been magnificent, and like I say, that all the players were really, really good today.
And lastly, then, what now for the side? Well, Bradford, of course, next Saturday. How do you view them? We've got a side that can win 3-0 at York. Can't be. Has got something about them, obviously.
No, Bradford's really difficult because of the pitch they play on.
Yeah.
Because of the 4G. You know, they've got a huge advantage before you start the game. Yeah. Because they're playing it every week. So, as much as people will say, well, no, it's a huge advantage when you play on that every week. Yeah. And they're a very, very difficult side at times, Bradford, because they are very, very good. They are very, very good. They manipulate the football, and when they're on it, they're as good as anything. Yeah. But we've got to go there. We're full of confidence. The lads are buzzing. We've got to just make sure that we manage the players properly. We have to manage the players because, like I say, you're getting to a point of the season now that you're picking up injuries. Sure. So we've got to manage the players, look after the players, make sure we don't overload them during the week. And hopefully we can maybe get a couple of bodies back for next week.
That'd be great, yeah. And lastly, do you think the side can get that consistency we would need to be able to challenge within the top 10 or more in this league?
Yeah, I think it's like anything. I think we have to get that consistency. We need to put a run together. Yeah. We're trying to push. We're trying to push as hard as we can. You know, you've got to remember that. You know, you've got to remember the size of our squad. You've got to remember that. You know where we are actually in the grand scheme of things.
And we're doing better than sides like ahead of York and the Chesters, whose budget, without going into details, you would obviously probably envy that sort of budget. Yeah.
Look, you know, I'm not being, but you look at Spennymoor today. We are resources wise, we're not anywhere on that playing field. But with the right people, the right characters, you roll your sleeves up, and we get players here that first and foremost want to really put a shift in. Yeah. And that's what we've done. And so can we get that consistency? Can we we're working on it, all the time. We just need to put a run together. Hopefully Bradford we can put another 3 points on the board, and we just keep, it's the oldest cliche anybody's ever said, but I don't look further down the line than the next game. I don't look 2 games, and I don't even, you just look at the next game, you do your work on the next game, you set up right for the next game. That's all we can do, and then just keep trying to gather the points, keep trying to keep the momentum going. And like I say, today it's the first block. We try and start another run going.
Yes, we'll look forward to seeing it.
Cheers.
Thank you again.